You've heard the tales of Aladdin, a magic lamp, a playful genie, and 3 wishes that transformed a poor thief into a prince. But those are tales of light. What if I told you of another lamp? A relic born in shadow, its magic bound by curses older than time. This is not the Aladdin you know. This is the story of the shadow lamp, a power that twists even the noblest of hearts and leaves a trail of darkness wherever it is found. The tale begins not in the crowded streets of Agrabah, but in the endless, shifting sands of the desert. Aladdin wasn't just a charming thief, he was a survivor. His days were spent dodging the vizier's guards and stealing from the wealthy to feed himself and others forgotten by Agrabah's gleaming palace. One sweltering afternoon, while bartering at a crumbling market stall, Aladdin's sharp eyes fell upon an old, rolled-up map. The seller was a bent old man, his face like worn leather, and his eyes clouded with age. "You want this?" the man rasped, his voice like gravel sliding over stone. "Be warned, boy. It leads to the Cave of Shadows, a place no one enters twice." Aladdin smirked, pocketing the map with a few quick coins. "Thanks for the warning, old man, but I've had my share of caves." The man's hand shot out, gripping Aladdin's wrist. For someone so frail, his grip was iron-strong. "The shadow lamp lies within," he hissed. "It grants unimaginable power, but it will take more than you think. Your soul is not enough payment." Aladdin shook him off, uneasy but intrigued. Power was exactly what he needed. The vizier, Kaidor, a sorcerer whose cruelty knew no bounds, had made life unbearable for the people of Agrabah. If the lamp could help him overthrow Kaidor, Aladdin was willing to take the risk. The map led Aladdin deep into the desert. Days passed in a haze of heat and thirst as he followed its cryptic markings. The dunes seemed endless, but Aladdin was no stranger to hardship. On the 5th night, with the stars as his only light, a cold wind swept through the desert. It carried an unnatural chill, prickling the hairs on Aladdin's neck. Following the wind, he found it, a jagged stone archway jutting out of the sand, its opening black as pitch. The entrance was carved with strange symbols, faintly glowing under the moonlight. Aladdin's torch flickered as he stepped inside, casting shadows that seemed to twist and writhe on the walls. Deeper and deeper he went, the air growing colder, the silence heavier. The shadows moved when he wasn't looking, curling around him like a predator stalking its prey. Finally, he entered the heart of the cave. There, atop a pedestal of black stone, sat the shadow lamp. Its surface was unlike anything Aladdin had seen, smooth yet rippling like liquid obsidian and utterly lightless. As he reached for it, the cavern seemed to come alive. A voice echoed, deep and resonant, shaking the very walls. "Who dares disturb the eternal slumber of the shadows?" Aladdin froze, his heart hammering in his chest. But he wasn't about to back down. "I am Aladdin," he said, trying to keep his voice steady. "I seek the power of the shadow lamp." The voice chuckled, low and menacing. "Power comes at a cost, mortal. Are you prepared to pay it?" Aladdin hesitated, his mind flashing to the suffering in Agrabah, the starving children, the broken families. "Yes," he said, his voice firm. "I'll pay it." The moment his fingers touched the lamp, the shadows surged forward, engulfing him. Coldness seared through his veins as the voice spoke again. "You have summoned me. I am Zafar, the eternal shadow. You have claimed the lamp and with it me. Together, we will rewrite the rules of light and dark. But beware, every shadow cast by light grows deeper. Use my power, and you may never escape my grasp." When Aladdin returned to Agrabah, the city had changed, or perhaps it was Aladdin who had. The shadows clung to him now, curling at his feet, darting behind him even in daylight. His eyes glimmered faintly, a reminder of the price he had paid. Zafar's voice was a constant whisper in his mind. "You are no longer a mere man. You are the Shadow Prince. Use the power, Aladdin. Let the shadows obey your will." And they did. Aladdin's new power allowed him to strike where Kaidor's soldiers least expected. The shadows slipped into locked doors, smothered the cries of guards, and carried messages to the rebels. Aladdin became a symbol of hope, but also fear. The people whispered of him half in awe, half in dread. The Shadow Prince, they called him, a hero who walks with darkness. But Zafar's whispers grew darker. Why stop with Kaidor? You could rule Agrabah yourself. The people already fear and follow you. Take the throne, Aladdin. The rebellion climaxed in a battle within the palace walls. Aladdin stormed the throne room, shadows swirling around him like a living storm. Kaidor awaited him, calm and mocking. "You've become quite the legend," the vizier said, his voice dripping with disdain. "But tell me, Aladdin, do you even understand the power you wield? The shadow lamp does not serve you, it consumes you. Look at yourself. You're already more shadow than man." Kaidor waved a hand, conjuring a mirror. Aladdin saw his reflection. His eyes now glowed a piercing gold, and faint tendrils of darkness leaked from his form. He faltered, doubt creeping in. But Zafar hissed in his mind, "Do not listen to him. He fears you. End him now, and you will have everything you desire." Aladdin roared, unleashing the full power of the lamp. Shadows erupted, swallowing Kaidor in a maelstrom of darkness. The palace trembled, its walls crumbling under the weight of the unleashed power. But as Kaidor fell, the shadows turned on Aladdin. Zafar laughed, his voice echoing in Aladdin's skull. "You've won, my prince, but now you are mine. You belong to the darkness." Desperate, Aladdin made his final wish. "Let Agrabah be free. Let the shadows take me instead." The lamp pulsed, its power consuming him. Aladdin vanished, his form dissolving into the shadows. Agrabah was free, its people liberated from Kaidor's tyranny. But they never forgot the Shadow Prince, the hero who had sacrificed everything for their freedom. The shadow lamp was lost once again, buried in the sands. But on stormy nights, when the wind howls through the desert, some say they hear whispers in the darkness. Will you be the next to claim the shadow lamp?